So, I have been alive on this planet for 17 years. Now, I fully and completely understand that that is not a long time at all. I totally understand that. But here's the thing, okay? Throughout those throughout these 17 years, I have met people that have said or do things that I do not agree with. People that just are always so negative about everything, and they believe that there's no hope and this is how they're going to live. And then there's people that I've met that are just they're so awesome. They're awesome people. And the thing is that as of late I feel like there has been a lot more negativity than there has been positivity. And to most people that no one really cares about that. Well, okay, maybe not nobody. Some people don't care. They could care less. But with me, I try so hard to be positive about things that I shouldn't even remotely be positive about. And the thing is that since I am a positive person, or at least try to be, then all the negative stuff that goes on, whether it's in my life or even in someone else's life, it bothers me. And the thing, going back to what I just said, in someone else's life, I care a lot about people. And the weird thing is that I care, for some reason, I care about people more than I care about myself sometimes. And sometimes that can be a good thing, or sometimes that can be a bad thing. And I don't know why. I don't know why I care so much about people that don't really care that I care about them, you know? And but I have an idea. I have an idea of why. Because it's the way I was raised. I'm lucky to have been raised by the parents that I have. Because my parents, my mom and my dad, they are great parents. They are great people. They're nice. They genuinely love me and my brother. And me and him, we've been raised the right way. When we did something bad, we got spanked, got told no. And so, because of that, I have been taught to do things the right way and not be completely idiotic and be a douche for the rest of my life. And why am I talking about this? Why? Because I've been noticing it a lot. I have been noticing it a lot, and it seems, like I said, it bothers me. And the reason for that is because of the way I was raised. That's why it bothers me. Because I was raised by positive people, and my dad especially. And because my dad, he's very um like, if me and my brother are very down, if we're being very negative, he'll help us be positive, me especially. And it's pretty cool because that really helps me see a positive outlook in my life. And that makes me want to help people who are down, who are just negative and just want to live life just in the most terrible way possible. And the thing is that, and I'm not saying everyone does this or just does this in general, but I feel like some people in life, they don't understand just how important life really is. Because life, and the thing is that I think we take life for granted, because our lives are extremely, extremely important. Um, because the thing is that we only live once. We only have one life. Like, if I die, like, say, I don't know, say 20 years from now, right? 20 years from now, or hell, even like, I don't know, 50 years from now, I pass away and of like a heart attack or something. And I pass away, right? If I pass away, I would at least want to pass away knowing that I've lived like a whole life, like a whole positive life. Well, okay, not a whole positive life, but like a life that I can say that I'm proud of, And that's where this whole positivity and negativity thing comes into play. Because with life, you only have two routes to take. You can either take the one that leads you down to a happy life that you're happy to be in, or you can take the other one where nothing goes right. Everything's angry all the time. No one is happy. And you're always down on yourself. And I feel like a lot of people are taking that one a lot these days. And the thing with that, the thing with that is that people are so, I don't know. People nowadays are just not happy. They're very negative nowadays. And that shouldn't I shouldn't even care about that. Like I should just be caring about myself. But for some reason I find myself caring about those around me when I shouldn't even really care about them. Some of them that don't even like some of them that are just like you can't help them. There's no way to help them. I can't, I want to help them so badly. And I understand that like obviously if you have depression or something like severe depression, that sucks. And that's something you can't exactly control. But the thing is that with life, you can't always be sad forever. And I'm not saying that with depression because like I said, with depression, you're sad like all the time and you can't help it. That's out of your control because you have a mental disorder where you don't see things in a positive outlook. Everything is always negative. And but then there's the people that don't have that and they're just straight up, "Oh, my life is terrible. God, I wish I'm just so angry about everything," like those people, and it's like you only have so much time in your life before your time is up. And if you don't do something about your life, like if you don't try to do something that makes you happy, then you might not make it that far. And I'm not saying you should never be sad, because there are times in life where you are sad and you can't help but be sad. Like if someone in your family dies, right? Like if your mom dies or if your dad dies, obviously you're going to be extremely upset and extremely sad about that. But like I just feel like those people, they have just completely given up with just like with life and everything. And I don't think those people realize that that's not the way to live. Living a life where you're just constantly sad, you're never happy about anything, that's not a good way to live. Because here's the thing, some people get upset over the fact that things aren't exactly handed to them. And that goes for a lot of people in my current generation. Um, but the thing is that with life, if you really want something, you can't just give up. You can't give up on life or yourself, because if you give up on either of those things, you're not going to make it very far. Because life, here's the thing. With life, life doesn't fight for you. You fight for your life. And that's the best way I can put it. So, just if you want to live a happy life, you have to fight for it. It's not going to just be handed to you on a silver platter. You know, if you want something in life, you got to fight for it. That's how it's always been. And, you know, I've had to learn things the hard way too. A lot of people have. But in the end, having to fight for something makes that goal in life, whether it doesn't matter how small or big that goal is. If you fight for it, that makes the payoff all the more satisfying. And that's really just my message. My message is that I already said what my message was, but you guys understand. So, yeah, I guess I've had a lot. I just had a lot on my mind. And obviously I know this little video is not going to change anyone's mind on how they feel. But this is just how I view life in general, you know. This is my opinion. So, um yeah, I guess that's really that's all I have to say. So, um to anyone who listened to this, thank you for just listening to this, and hopefully you listen to the whole thing. Um and if you are watching this, it doesn't matter who you are. I just want you to know that the bottom of my heart, I love you and I think you're an amazing person. That was super cheesy, but you know what? It's true. It's been true since day one, since I started this, and it hasn't changed since, you know. So, thank you for watching or listening in this case. And just go out there and just try your best. Thank you.